everyone, I'm Sandie La Nae. Welcome to Psychic Creations. We have a very interesting show for you today. Put that right down there. We are on location at the beautiful community called Eureka, Nevada. It's a nice little town that sits in between California and Utah on Highway 50. And we are also at the Eureka 2017 Paranormal Convention hosted by the town of Eureka and our special guest today, Adam Bogart. And we are conducting this interview in the fabulous and grand Jackson House Hotel. Please welcome to Psychic Creations, the events coordinator, Adam Bogart. Thank you so much for being a part of our show today.
No problem.
This is great. Oh, this is fun. Well, I know that our viewers are very anxious to hear about you and about the Paracon, so let's just dig right on into the questions, all right?
Okay.
All right. Question number one. What inspired you to be a paranormal investigator?
Well, I actually for a long time did not believe whatsoever. My wife actually investigated pretty often, very interested. As a romantic getaway, I took her out to the Silver Queen and bought a couple things of equipment, and we gave it a shot. At that point, we didn't think much happened, but we were playing with our camera and seeing how it recorded, and we did catch an EVP.
Nice.
And you can see both of us talking. It's pretty cool. And then that night, I woke up pretty rough, and I had a large cigar burn on my elbows. Since then, I have just investigated. Since I didn't think there was anything there for so long, I knew different, and I want to know why.
Excellent, excellent. Well, how many years have you been investigating now?
About 1.5 to 2.
Mm-hmm. Nice. You like it?
It's an adventure.
It is an adventure. Well, what is your favorite place or town that you like to investigate?
Eureka.
I think so too. Now, about the special event, what inspired you to create a Paracon?
That's an interesting question. The town, when we first came out here, was extremely welcoming. And in all reality, we had no way to pay them back for letting us into their buildings, being so kind to us. And so a group I was part of and I decided to do a Paracon to basically, you know, say thank you to not only the owners but the entire town, because they, you know, friendliest town on the loneliest road.
Right.
We also now call it the most haunted town.
Yes.
And when we brought it together, you know, it made sense because the town was having trouble with the cemeteries. You know, to whatever money we made go to the cemeteries, and that's how that all came about. Yeah.
Very, very nice. Oh, that was, I'm just impressed. It was very nice of you to do that for the town, for the cemeteries.
The town has been wonderful. They're wonderful to pretty much all investigators as long as you're nice back.
Sure, well, of course, sure, that's true. Well, I can vouch for that because everybody in town, since we have been here, have been very helpful, very kind, and informational. That's another thing too, very informational and helpful. So I know what you mean by that. That's awesome. Now, can you tell our viewers, now obviously Eureka is a historic town, can you tell our viewers a little bit of the history, when it was founded, why it was founded?
It was founded in, sorry, I always get this year off. It's 1870, I always say 74, or I always say 76, but it was 1874.
Oh, wow, nice.
It was called the Pittsburgh of the West because it was a mining town.
Oh.
And from all the smoke from the smelters. And then they changed it to Eureka because silver was found, and, you know, Eureka!
Yeah. Oh, is that right? That's how they got the name. Isn't that fun? Well, sure. That was the name of Wonderful Surprises, Eureka. Awesome, awesome. And what type of mining went on here? Was it like gold?
There was silver, and then it came out of the smelters. Ore, I believe.
Ore, okay. Mm-hmm.
But silver and ore.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And was the mining going on for quite a few years? The reason I'm asking you that way is because, like Virginia City, it had its peak like in 20 years, and then it all was mined out.
There's still mining going on today, although not as much as there was.
Is that right? Oh, I'll be darned. Well, cool.
There was 10,000 people here during the peak.
10,000 people. Oh my goodness. Do you know what the population is now?
About 600 to 1,000.
Really? I'll be darned. Well, that's what happens with the mining towns. They just lose the interest, or the mines run out and then they just move on to the next mining town. So, oh goodness sakes. Oh, I love the history. So thank you for telling our viewers that. Well, back to this weekend's event. Now, organizing a Paracon is an awful lot of work, as I'm sure that you know. Now, can you tell our viewers what the process is about arranging a Paracon?
Well, this for us was a learn as you go. And luckily, we had quite a great turnout.
Yes.
The process for us was, we're lucky because we already knew all the property owners.
Good point.
I, you know, have personally become friends with pretty much most of the town,
Sure,
including the
sure.
county, since we're giving it back to the cemetery.
Right.
So that part was fairly simple. So pretty much we had the locations. It was getting the times, and getting when you were going to go and how you were going to go, and a lot of that is, as you saw, was also kind of played it by ear. So we had a general guideline and people
Right.
followed it.
Right, right. And you started rearranging, or, well, I shouldn't say that. Oh, not rearranging. Okay.
And trained.
You started arranging this Paracon, what, a year ago? A little over a year ago, or?
Yes, that was when the original plan started
Okay.
happening.
Yeah.
And then we had a few issues that we had
Sure.
to rearrange with.
Oh, goodness sakes, nothing ever is easy. Because I can remember you got a hold of me, I think it was like a year ago, saying we're planning on this. Could I be a lecturer? And I went, oh yeah.
You did wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Well, I know that it takes a long time to get like the tickets and the vendors and the lectures and then the places to be open at each evening's investigations. That's setting up things, a schedule. Boy, that's tedious, isn't it?
It was a lot of work.
Sure, sure it was. I can imagine.
I was very grateful for though. We had some volunteers. My wife, it could never have happened without her. Tracy, Eli, old friends who's investigated before, and they stuck with it the entire time. Eli sadly moved. He had some personal trouble, but he was still right there on the line, supporting it.
He was, yeah.
And they're all always welcome.
Sure. Oh, exactly. We had a lot of help. That's nice. A lot of help. And the townspeople, were they very helpful too in helping get things arranged, or?
Without the town, that also would have never happened.
Really?
Rich, he arranged a lot of the local stuff with me. We've been working very closely. Kind of the goal for this was to, since they are so accepting of paranormal investigators, it's kind of to bring, because this place is a hot spot. It's got a lot of activity.
Yes.
So we wanted to bring it out in the highlight. We hear so much about all these other places, and if you talk to somebody and say Eureka, they say California.
Exactly, yes.
And that should change, at least in my opinion, because it's a gorgeous town.
It is. It's a very pretty community here, and I also agree with you that this town is majorly active. Majorly. What speakers and vendors did you have here for the Paracon?
Well, we had yourself, we had Janice Overding, and we had, we had the Commissioner JJ. And that was wonderful, because, that basically shows the county does support.
Exactly.
We also had Petra Brand from Ghost Posse. And we had Becky, she's from Arizona, Tucson Ghost Hunting Company. She was a great help.
Oh, nice.
Since
she drove up all the way from Arizona.
11 hours.
Oh, that's devotion, and that's respect.
Yeah, she does it for a living. She has her own tour company, so she knew. I had no clue what I was doing. So when we got in touch with her, I'm like, how do you handle this if this happens? How do you handle this if this happens? Now, I'm not doing this all for a living. Everything that was made goes over to the county.
Nice.
But I had to handle some things. I had no clue what I was doing.
Well, that was nice. Becky was here to help guide you.
Oh yes, it was great.
Thank you so much, Becky. Yeah, awesome. Very, very nice. Well, it sounds like you just had a lot of help with guidelines, with arranging, with setting up. Isn't that wonderful when people just are right there to help? I like that.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be walking.
I know, you've been pretty tired this week.
Had to wheel me up.
Well, I know we said yesterday, I'll nudge you to wake you up to answer the interview question. So it's a very long weekend for Adam. Long days, long night hours.
Yes, but it was enjoyable and worth it. And I think we all had a good time.
And the Paracon lasted what, 2, 3, 4 days?
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Today's the last day, and I'm kind of hoping people stick around to enjoy the town Sunday.
Right. Well, that would be wonderful. Well, what exciting places do you have for the investigations each night?
Well, we have the old garage, which is decent activity. it's active.
Uh-huh.
We have the cafe, or the Chinaman's,
Mhm.
that is awesome. That has the tunnels underneath it. The upstairs was the Zato Hotel. It was also rented out to doctors, lawyers.
Oh.
It has the bar downstairs, and then what used to be the China, the China cafe, I guess.
Okay.
Chinaman's. And downstairs is tremendously active. It's a great place. They're actually redoing the upstairs where we're staying right now to rent out to paranormal investigators.
Oh, is that right? Oh, fun. Nice. Or, is that a good thing?
It's a good thing.
It's a good
It's a
thing.
very good
Okay.
thing. It's gorgeous up there. We just got all the water fixed. I say we. I only help pull things out.
Well, you know, sure.
But Rich has done phenomenal work over there.
Mhm.
And then we also had the Opera House, which is a beautiful building, which is also where the convention was.
Mhm.
We have the Jackson House, and we had the Owl Club, which the Owl Club is awesome. Little known fact about it, down in the basement has great activity, and the owners there are way supportive as well.
Nice, nice. Now that was your latest investigation, wasn't it, from midnight to 3, or, yeah?
Yep, that was last night.
Yeah, it was last night, yeah. No wonder you're tired.
Well, it's also available tonight too. We're not sure how many people will go over there
right.
because we're doing this as well. So.
Sure, oh, you're in the Jackson House tonight too?
Yep.
Good luck to you. It's very active in here. Okay, and they're the ones that have the tunnels?
Correct.
Have you been down in the tunnels?
Several times, yeah.
Ooh, nice. Are they pretty active?
Yeah, they can be. I say can because you never know.
Sure.
Paranormals, one day it'll be huge, and then sometimes they're people. Sometimes.
Exactly. Right, hit and miss, sure. What is the distance of the tunnel? Like, how far, well, do they go?
Well, currently it goes almost to the colonnade. His basement is pretty much right on the other side.
Oh.
The colonnade's an old hotel up there, gorgeous building. Then it goes about halfway under the street. You do have to duck a little bit to get that far down it. But you can still see the original rail ties that they would cart things around with. As far as north and south, they don't go very far. Probably, I'm not very good with measurements, but my guess is 24 feet-ish.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty nice length, sure.
But they used to go everywhere. One used to go to the brewery, one used to go to the governor's mansion.
Oh, nice.
They
Okay.
had quite the network at one point, and when the county put in water, sadly
Oh,
that interfered with the tunnel. So.
I'm sure a lot of those tunnels just got sealed up then. Oh, I've heard that there's beautiful brickwork
Oh,
down
it's
there.
gorgeous. Tons of work. The cathedral.
Cathedral?
Well, that's the name that Rich called. So we just kind of latched onto it.
Nice.
But as you go down into the tunnels, if you take a right, the brickwork comes up in an arch, and then right before it, there's a little hole where they would lower down the supplies.
Isn't that interesting? Okay. Well,
Um,
that would be a nice cathedral then, I think. Very
and
nice.
it's kind of odd because some people say it's also an opium den, so I'm not sure why the cathedral fit, but it.
Oh, well, it can have two names, why not? Is it lit with electricity now, or?
There is electricity down there. During investigations, we pretty much rely on flashlights.
Sure, right.
I wish we knew who built it, and we always ask the spirits, but we haven't quite got a full answer yet.
Okay, oh, yeah, interesting. Probably, maybe merchants, the Chinese?
Well, that's one of the ideas. One of the ideas are the Chinese built it to get around underneath.
Right, right.
The other guess is that the Italians built it, to run their liquor around or to get around
Interesting.
underneath. Some say the governor built it to
Mhm.
get there. That's
Nice.
what most of the
Mhm.
locals believe, but there
Mhm.
is still that argument.
Oh, well, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. Right, right. Or it could be a whole bunch of people.
It could be everybody together,
Mhm.
or one could have built it and then the other took it over.
Exactly, right. You just never really know just who did what when. Interesting. Have you discovered activity?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Very good EVPs. It's hard.
Oh, nice.
My son actually investigated it with me, and he came up with Peter. It's on the Facebook page if anyone's interested.
Nice.
But the reason that that's so exciting is because one of the past owners is Peter.
Oh, nice.
We assume, we have no proof yet, but we assume
Sure.
it might be the same.
Well, sure.
As well as you can always hear people working down in the tunnels.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Near this side of the, I say this side, nobody's gonna know where I'm
Oh,
pointing.
well, yeah, over there.
But yeah, you can always hear people working down there if you play your recorder long enough.
Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe they're still adding to more of the tunnels.
Working forever and not getting very far.
Yeah, exactly. Right, yeah. Then the water company comes along, seals up their work.
How do they feel about that?
Yeah, yeah. Well, what other paranormal experiences have you had in this beautiful town of Eureka?
Countless.
Oh, I like that word.
Let's see if, as far as I guess since we were over there talking about that, the cafe in the bar area, we do have a picture of a black mass in the middle of day. It was a very well lit room, and just a black figure sitting there.
Nice.
We have also had communications with a young lady over there. She's a sweetheart. And she'll talk back and forth to you. The owner's recently started investigating himself, and he has a wonderful EVP. But you guys would have to ask him. So come ask. Come visit Eureka and come ask him.
Yeah, come ask you. And that's Rich, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Rich.
Rich.
And let's see here, over at the Opera House. Someone just nothing.
I heard that too. Wasn't that nice? I'm sure
Thank
that,
you.
yeah, thank you very much for that.
Sorry.
No,
There's
that's
one
okay.
right there.
Yeah, there's one right there.
Then I guess we'll jump over to the Owl Club. We have used lots of spirit box action, lots of EVPs in the basement. I'm not going into names there, but they're definitely there.
Sure, sure.
But also at the bar, if you play a game of cards, put down a shot of brandy or whiskey, and put down your EMF detector or REM pod or whatever next to it. They try to drink it.
I love it.
Makes me sad. I wish they could.
Well, sure. The intent is there for them, they remember. How fun.
At the Opera House, plenty of occurrences all over the place. On the stage, we've heard running water, rounds of applause.
Oh,
The only documented death that's there would be Mormon Joe, who passed away downstairs, and we think he's still there.
oh, he sure is.
Really nice guy, really nice guy.
Mhm.
Had some issues during life, but who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
And sadly lost his family. He passed away while they were in a different town because of his issues.
Mhm.
But great guy. If you look on the LDS website, there's an entire thing written by his daughter about him.
Isn't that nice?
Take a look and
Mhm.
good read.
Yeah, learn about the resident.
Let's see here. There's a lot more going on in the Opera House as well. I mean, in the kitchen, I've had my name called.
Oh, nice.
All sorts of things. Things got thrown in the kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's a great one. Jackson House is countless.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, I can vouch for that. We were here for 2 hours yesterday afternoon, and the activity in here was incredible. It was amazing. We met so many different spirits.
At least via EVP, sadly they don't, I can't see them or talk to them any other way, but I try.
Sure.
We have anywhere from 12 to 14.
Nice. That's nice.
And in here, we got downstairs in the kitchen. We have the bar area. Down there, people have been scratched. I don't think it's a demon. Getting that out there.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a demon.
Yeah.
Just a grumpy old man.
Yes, he is. He is a grumpy old man, but he's really interesting because I think he's just part of the history here, and I think he just likes to stay here, and he's just grumpy spirit, and we just love him.
I do, actually. He's my buddy.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Let's see, we also have caught apparitions over here in the Diamond. That's on the webpage. It will be changing soon though, because it won't be the Paracon, it'll just be Eureka Paranormal. So if anyone's looking for it here soon.
We will put that on the bottom when people can view that. You'll see the new Facebook page name. Sure.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Because we are going to ask you too. Well, let's just do it right now. Then we'll go back to it. Your contact information, how people can get a hold of you.
My phone is always on. I'll answer it funny because I own a business. It'll say Busy Bee Roadside. Just say, no, we're here. We're calling about Eureka or Paranormal. And oh, my bad. What can I do for you? When I say it's always on, it is literally always on. Except for at this moment, because it's somewhere in the abyss. But as soon as I get back to Reno and get a new phone, it will be on. My number is 775-443-2628. Anyone wanting to visit Eureka, they can either contact the owners or you can just call me directly. And I can get you in touch with who you need.
Oh, nice. Very nice that you would do that for other people that are interested in coming to Eureka to investigate. Very, very nice. And then can you please say again, your Facebook page is going to be changing to?
Eureka Paranormal.
Paranormal. Awesome. Websites?
Just the Facebook page. Sadly, I'm illiterate when it comes to computers.
That's okay. That's okay.
But we are working on that.
Okay.
I've been talking to somebody who might help us do it.
Oh, nice. Well, sure, if you're really getting out there and you're having the paranormals and you're going to the different towns, different places, sure, join the club. Get a website out there. Awesome. Adam, what is the most interesting experience that you've had here in Eureka?
Well, when we were investigating out here, we were doing several locations at a time. And I came out from the Opera House to grab some, I think it was batteries, and Petra was here, and we were downstairs where the dancing floor is.
Right.
And now Petra was just looking in the kitchen. She asked me, would you go back there and see, what's going on? So I did, and, I had my digital recorder and just asking the normal questions. Hi, my name's Adam. Is there anything I can do for you? Who are you? What can, all the normal stuff.
Right.
And I sensed something approaching, or someone, and basically, I kind of, there's footsteps again. Sorry. It's on my recorder. But I was still fairly new and I was completely not expecting it. Everything else we had came across in the Jackson house, was kind of peaceful. But my friend, he's my friend now, but he had kind of grabbed a hold of me, definitely affected me. I was angry. One of the previous team members actually had to drag me out of there because I did not want to leave. So yes, it affected me definitely, but and it's not evil. After I got to come back in, we were able to talk. Once I had gathered my wits, I've always seen it. Our human bodies just aren't meant to be that close and be grabbed upon. And it grabbed me. It was there, and it affected me.
Sure,
and so after being outside for a while, gathering my nerves, seeing, assessing what happened.
Right.
We were able to go back in and talk to him. I mean, that he's also part of the reason I came here so often. I've been to Eureka a lot. We're actually looking at moving.
Oh, well, nice. Very nice.
I wanted to make peace. And I wanted to see why he was so angry, because that was my feeling.
Sure.
We're getting closer. I'm not gonna disclose anything on that.
Right. No, that's fine.
I'm a client and haven't got it approved.
Right.
But we're pretty sure we know who it is.
Great.
As to why he's angry, I have feelings. But
sure.
Maybe you can help me out.
Sure. Yeah. You bet. Well, that's interesting, and thank you very much for sharing that experience with our viewers, because sometimes it is very interesting when you go investigate. You don't know who's going to be there, and sometimes the spirits will go, "Hey," and you're going, "What?" So it does. It's unnerving. So you have to kind of go, "Oh, well," like you did. You went outside, gather your wits, come back in. Then you're prepared for it, and then, like what's been happening with you, you become friends with that spirit, and isn't that the coolest feeling?
Yeah, I'll go in. I go into the kitchen now. I just say hello. I'll use his name. I'm alone. I think it'll be out there eventually, but it wasn't for me.
Right. Oh, fun. And you're good with him now?
Oh yeah, we're buddies. He's still very grumpy to other people. I warn people about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's who we were talking about earlier, the grumpy guy. Just gotta love him, though.
He's a character, actually. I mean, he has a sense of humor, and yeah, he can scratch, he can hurt, but it's grumpiness. It's not...
Right. He's not malicious, he's just grumpy.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, he's just grumpy. And if you're a paranormal investigator, you do come across those.
Oh, yeah.
Some people, they just weren't happy. So...
And from my research, I'm just going to put it out there because I know what's going.
Sure.
From my research, he was a good man, very headstrong, business owner, very strong business owner.
Okay.
But he did have that trait where what he said is how it went. But he donated to schools. He was a good guy.
Nice.
If you look on the history of that.
Well, and that was from a different time too. People nowadays, they can be headstrong. It's either my way or the highway. So I'm sure they had the same demeanor way back when. So sure. Oh, I'm glad though that you've made a peace. You found peace with him, and now you're friends.
Yeah, I like him.
I'm sure he likes you too. Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I'm so happy that you were here. Thank you so much for watching Psychic Creations. And if you would like to be a guest on our show, you can contact me at my website, which is www.sandiepsychicstones.com, or my email address, which is admin@sandiepsychicstones.com. Again, thank you so much, Adam, for being a fabulous guest.
No problem.
Thank you, viewers, and we'll see you next show.